Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've been before, thanks for coming back. If you're new here, welcome, consider subscribing. In this week's video, we're going to refurbish this lot. So before we get to work, I just want to give a massive shout out to the guys over at CARTEC. They supplied all this stuff for the LUPO free of charge. If you're in the South Lanarkshire area and you need anything done, whether it be an MOT, service, brakes, routine maintenance, whatever, the guys over at CARTEC can help you. They supplied us all of this stuff free of charge. Now, it's in great condition. It's just been lying on a car, not been used for a while. The springs are good, the shocks are good, there's no leaks. So what we're going to do is clean it all up, repaint it, and it's going to be perfect for the LUPO. So the first thing we're going to do is take off the top mount. We'll strip this front shock down, take the spring and everything off. We'll need a couple of spanners and a ratchet. Take the top mount off. Wrong size. We won't need spring compressors at this point because once we get this loose, it will soon come off. So crack this loose, and then we can start unwinding that. We can unwind this. Now, don't do this on an ordinary shock or you end up with sore hands and a sore chin. For this though, we won't need spring compressors. Yeah, that's already loose, so we can go ahead and take this off. Take the bearing off, top hat off, spring, and then your helper spring. And there we go. Next bit we want to be doing is seeing if we can free this off. So the first thing we want to do to get these moving is we want to clean above and below in the threads. To do that, we're going to use a wire brush attached to a power drill. We got this one for Halfords. They're not a sponsor, it's just where we got it. A couple of pound and it does the job exactly. Whenever you're using a power tool and a wire brush, always wear safety goggles.
Now, gonna have to bear with us on this one, because these have been lying for a long time now, and they're gonna be pretty tight.
So now that the shocks are all cleaned up and ready for paint, we're going to tackle these springs. Now obviously the best thing to do with these would be to have them shot blasted and recoated with powder coating. But we're not going to do that. This is a budget build and we want to show people what can be achieved using minimal tools in your own garage and using normal day-to-day products that anybody can get their hands on. So we're going to clean them up and paint them.
So now that these springs and shocks are all rust free, we can go over it with a brake cleaner and get all the excess dirt off, ready and prepped for painting. But before that, we need to cover up the LUPO with a tarp so we don't get any overspray onto it.
So now we're all masked up and ready to paint, we're going to do the usual process. We're going to have a couple of coats of etch primer, then we're going to have a couple of coats of the blue that matches the original spring colour, and then we're going to have a couple of coats of clear lacquer. When it comes to the blue, we need to thank the guys at AUTOPARTS down in Larkhall for this. If you're in the South Lanarkshire area and you need any car parts at all, whether it be a service kit, brake pads, handbrake cable, whatever you need for your car, give the guys at AUTOPARTS a call. They've got most parts in stock for most makes and models. If they don't have it, they'll get it for you.
It's primer time!
Hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain.
Space coat time!
got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love it grows.
Okay, so now it's lacquer time.
You and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, you and I, we got history, yeah.
Now they're all lacquered, they're looking great. So we've took all the masking tape off and we're ready to rebuild them. Right guys, that's all the suspension, fully refurbished and ready to put back on the car. A massive thank you to the guys at CARTEC for supplying the suspension, we can't thank you enough. And a massive shout out to the guys at AutoZone for supplying all the paint for the project.
Join us on our next episode where we'll be fitting the back axle and all of the suspension back onto the car. Now remember to subscribe, like and comment because we really appreciate it and it helps the channel out. Now, roll the outro.